It's morning, so we got some steam happening, but this is going to be where this is for the pumpkin. Well, one pumpkin plant will go in here. For my giant pumpkin, I just have some compost in here. It's pretty organic, just mounded up right now. I am going to stain the outside, so we're going to leave it mounded for now while I stain it. And then I'll probably leave it higher than necessary anyways, because pumpkins are kind of hungry. These two bins that had the most organic matter sunk a bit, so I am just topping them up. I have to finish topping up this one, but this one has been topped up again with more compost from the compost pile. The other ones are okay. You can see they've settled a bit as expected. However, they look pretty good. Not bad. These ones have the potato experiments in them, 1 and 2. But it's okay. I really need to top them up with soil that doesn't have weeds, because as you can see, the weeds are already germinating below. So I want to bury them significantly, get rid of them. And then this is just the start. I need to adjust okay, nothing's level. But this is going to be, just so you can get a visual, this will be the cut flower side. So there'll be a cut flower garden in there. I gotta adjust it and move it back and forth still. And then this side will have the compost area. But I need to go get more wood because this situation is not gonna work. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna make 2 8x10 boxes, and then the plan is just to screw them together afterwards. Because I need to put posts in the corners. So, because I want it to look nice, we'll put posts in the corners and then, some brackets. It's going to mostly look good for looks, and just to hide it a little bit more visually. But we do make a lot of compost here, so, and then of course use it. So that's what's left of my dirt pile. I'll probably use it to top up the garden beds here, or I'll keep some of it in there just for worms, and then I'll add some in and around the rock here, just to start off this bed with worms also, and just have a healthy environment. But yeah, we're gonna put in each corner 4x4 post, and then I'll have cross beams, just a few, not lots of air going through. It's mostly just for, again, looks. You don't really, it's not gonna hold the compost in really. Compost will hold itself in together, but I want it to look nice, and then I'll stain it all. So this is all coming apart, so don't mind that situation. And then it'll get leveled after, and then we'll get some dirt and fill her up. But before we're here, the pumpkin bin, 10 feet long, has logs in the bottom, just some smaller trees that were rotting. Hopefully use it for some retention of moisture in there as well. And this is what I'm going to use for the cross beams on the compost. So they're not too big. It's just, again, just for visuals. Make it look nice. I'll stain it all. It'll look pretty. Put some post caps on the end of the 4x4s. Stain it. Again, it'll look like a pretty compost. Yeah. So that's where we are, and I'll show you what it's going to look like at the end. Okay, so this is where we're at. So I've fixed this, and we got the posts on. So now I'm gonna add in the cross beams on this side, and this will be the compost entering this way. So it'll be an 8x10 compost, so nice and big. I rotate it over the year, and I don't use it all the time. So by the time I use it, it'll be nice and dirt. Works for me. And then this side will again be my cut flowers. I'll probably stick my 2 blueberry bushes that didn't burn in the heat dome. I'll probably put them there. And then my poor strawberries that have had a hard go in the wheelbarrow, and then it snowed. And then it rained on them, so they kind of drowned a little bit, but that's okay. Lots are good. It's still winter. But I think I'm going to put them in here, and that way I'll get a little bit of extra space over there. So that's kind of my plan. So that's kind of what the garden space is looking like. And I'm happy about that. So I'm going to get going, and then eventually I'll stain it, put some black post caps on there. That'll look good. Then I'll tidy this up. Oh yeah, pollinator paradise. Okay, so we got it all framed up, leveled out, and what we've done is, you just saw the roller there. We first leveled it out and raked it with a landscaping rake. We've already rolled it before, but what we did is you put the grass seed down first, and then you saw that roller, and we used the roller and put the peat moss in it and rolled it on top, and it worked beautifully. It's our first time using that roller. So excited about that. Check out how beautiful that is. We've watered it, so it's a little bit wet. But look at that. Isn't that great? So it's gonna come and grow evenly in between there. Perfect distance for our lawn tractor, so we can make cutting so much easier. And this is where we're at for this. So this is all framed up. We just got this holding the supports together just for now until the concrete sets. But that's the compost area. I've left a chunk of compost in there that's not fully decomposed, and then has some decomposed parts in there. And that's just going to essentially be my worm seed. So I'll have worms already in there to help it up. And then we'll put post caps on, and then I'll stain this all. And this is the cut flower bed. And then next time you see this, you're going to be seeing the caps on. It's all going to be stained. It'll look nice. I'm going to get soil because I got to fill this cut flower garden. Put my strawberries on this side eventually. They won't be all piled up looking so haggard. And this will hopefully have grass babies. And then these are going to be completely full with dirt, because as I said, I want to get some proper topsoil just to finish it off, just to ensure that weeds don't come up. And you can already see, like, there's some clover coming up, and I need to make sure that doesn't come all the way through. I don't want anything germinating when I'm digging around. So, but check at that. Isn't that lovely? It's gorgeous. I'm so excited about it. So, yep, master plan is coming together. All right, so progress report. Well, and it's not gonna rain for a few days, so I'm gonna stain the compost and the outside of the giant pumpkin patch. And then I'll do the inside and outside of the compost bin. So I'm gonna show you where we are. And when that's dry in a few days, we're gonna put on those post caps to make these all beautiful and done. So let's take a look at the pumpkin box. All right, so this is the pumpkin patch with the dark oak stain. Well, right now it blends in nice because there's dirt around it, but even with the grass, it looks so beautiful. But you can see I have to come back in with a paintbrush and get those little edges that are impossible with a ruler. And I did not stain the inside because, well, it's going to be covered in dirt. I'm going to mount it up on this one because it's for a pumpkin. Ooh, I got to come back and fix those real quick. And now I'm going to stain all this. And I just got to trim this end. And I'm just going to use some sandpaper and just tidy up that edge there. Take out the staples on the ends. All right, so done staining. So still kind of bright. Once the stain sets, it'll darken right up. The compost bin is done, so it's all stained up. We've been using it, well, like a compost. We got kitchen scraps in there, grass, everything. It's a compost. Over here, on this side of it, I got some lovely, well, hummingbird feeders. It is also grass cutting season, so that's going on. And I've planted strawberries over here, so I transplanted them. They were on the ground for a while, but now they're here. And then this is going to be my cut flower garden on this side. So that will all be just flowers for cutting. Super stoked about that. Of course, we got the sprout boxes going, and we've had a lot of frost happening. So this is that newly planted seed. It's taking a long time to come up because it's an awfully cold spring this year. Yeah, we just had another frost. It's April. We had another frost yesterday. Seriously, so crazy. So check it out. That is the compost, my friends. We can just back in that side, dump the grass and all the other clippings, compost it, and then eventually, after a couple years, add it and refill the gardens. So excited. So make sure that you follow and subscribe to this YouTube channel, my lovely friend. I'm so stoked. And for more tips, make sure, you follow, hit that like button, and share this video with anybody who is thinking about how to design their compost and their gardens. So check it out. And this is Kathleen signing off.